Class of cybersecurity. Today we will learn about cyber crime. First of all, let me define what is cyber crime. A cyber crime is any criminal activity that involves a computer, network device, or network. While most cyber crimes are carried out in order to generate profits for the cyber criminal, some cyber crimes are carried out against computer or devices directly to damage or disable them, while others use computers or network to spread malware, illegal information, images, or other material. Some cybercrimes do both, that is, target computers to infect them with a computer virus, which is then spread to other machines and sometimes entire network. This is the definition of cybercrime. Cybercrime committed using a computer and the internet to steal a person's identity or illegal import or malicious program. Cybercrime is nothing but where the computer used as an object or subject of crime. A primary effect of cybercrime is financial. Cybercrime can include many different types of profit driven criminal activities, including ransomware attack, email and internet fraud, and identity fraud, as well as attempts to steal financial account, credit card, or other payment card information. Cyber criminals may also target an individual's private information as well as corporate data for theft and resale. The US Department of Justice divides cybercrime in three categories: crime in which the computing device is the target, for example, to gain network access; crime in which the computer is used as a weapon, for example, to launch a denial of service attack DOS; and crimes in which the computer is used as an accessory to a crime, for example, using a computer to store illegally obtained data. Cyber criminal activity may be carried out by individual or small groups with relatively little technical skill or by highly oriented global criminal group that may include skilled developer and other relevant expertise. Why should we know about cybercrime? In this tech-savvy world of 21st century, everyone is engaged with internet through WhatsApp, Twitter, Facebook, net banking, and lots of other platforms are there. And some criminal minded persons commit crimes here, which is included under cybercrime. So we should be aware about crimes that is happening around in financial space. Computer fraud, they can also be called computer fraud, is any dishonest misinterpretation of fact intended to let another to do or refrain from doing something which cause loss. In this context, the fraud will result in obtaining a benefit by altering in an authorized way, altering, destroying, suppressing, or stealing output, usually to conceal unauthorized transaction. This is difficult to detect. Altering or deleting stored data. Other forms of fraud may be facilitated using computer systems, including bank fraud, carding, identity threats, extortion, theft of classified information. These type of crime often result in the loss of private information or monetary information. So, who are cyber criminals? They are persons or group who commit cybercrime using computers, or hackers, criminal group, hacktivist, virus writer, or terrorist. They are actually cyber criminals. They are, or cyber crime can be divided in several types. One is cyber terrorism, another is cyber extortion, cyber sex trafficking, cyber warfare, computer as a target, computer as a tool, options or offensive content, or online harassment, drug trafficking. Again, I will put some light on history. The first recorded cybercrime took place in the year 1820. The first spam email took place in 1978 when it was sent over the ARPANET. The first virus was installed on an Apple computer in 1982. This is the evolution of cyber security attack methods. See that in the year 1980, these are the different way of how the cyber security attacks grew. In the year 1980, ransomware, malware, worms, hackers. Then in the year 1990, email threats came up for Windows OS, server, malware variants, hacker. In the year 2000, website vulnerabilities, stolen credential, phishing emails, attachment, malware, worms, botnet, hacking. Then software supply chain, CEO fraud, ransomware or spear phishing, fast morphing malware, privilege misuse, website vulnerabilities, and hacking. Actually, these are different types of hacking. Again, let us study different types of hacking in detail. One is DDoS attack. These are used to make an online service unavailable and take the network down by overwhelming the site with traffic from a variety of sources. Large network of infected devices known as botnets are created by depositing malware on user's computer. The hacker then hacks into the system once the network is down. Botnets. Botnets are networks from compromised computer that are controlled externally by a remote hacker. The remote hacker then send spam or attack other computers through these botnets. Botnet can also be used to act as malware and perform malicious attacks. Then identity threat. Before we learn identity threat, first of all see the increase or see the pattern of cyber attack by percentage. Financial fraud 11%, sabotage of data or network 17%, theft of proprietary information 20%, system penetration from outside 25%, denial of service attack 27%, unauthorized access by insiders 71%, employee abuse of internet privileges 79%, virus 8.5%. So, what the cyber criminal used? The computer as a target. Using a computer to attack other computers. Example, hacking, virus of worms attack, DOS attack, etc. The computer as a weapon. Using a computer to commit real world crime. Example, cyber terrorism, credit card fraud, child pornography, etc. Now we can broadly categorize the cybercrime in three parts: against person, against property, against government. Against person, harassment via email, cyber stalking, email spoofing, carding, assault by threat. The potential harm of such a crime to humanity can hardly be overstated. Like social engineering involves criminal making direct contact with you, usually by phone or mail. They want to gain your confidence and usually pose as a customer service agent, so you will give the necessary information needed. This is typically a password, the company you work for, or bank information. Cyber criminals will find out what they can do about you on the internet, and then attempt to add you as a friend on social account. Once they gain access to an account, they can sell your information or secure accounts in your name. Then against property. Cybercrime against all forms of property. Unauthorized computer trespassing through cyberspace, computer vandalism, transmission of harmful program, and unauthorized possession of computer information. For example, phishing. Phishing is a type of attack which involves hackers sending malicious email attachment or URLs to users to gain access to their accounts or computer. Cyber criminals are becoming more established, and many of these emails are not flagged as spam. Users are tricked into emails claiming they need to change their password or update their billing information, giving criminal access. Then against government, cyber terrorism, damaging critical information infrastructure. The growth of internet has shown that the medium of cyberspace is being used by individual and group of international government as also to threaten the size of a country. This crime manifests itself into terrorism when an individual cracks into a government or military maintained website. So these are the different types of crimes which are committed against government. Thank you for watching.